Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. If you are new here, my name is Ohima. I bring interesting stories. So, if like interesting stories, let's be friends. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Without wasting much time, today's story is a confessional story. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. I never imagined I would be here telling this story. But shame has a way of either destroying you or forcing you to confess. So maybe this is my redemption. Maybe this is me begging the universe to show me just a little bit of mercy for the decisions that brought me here. Let's call me Amma. And once upon a time, I believed that love could pay bills. I was 24. And I left my boyfriend at that time. Let's call him K. He was my boyfriend of 3 years. K was sweet, loyal, and brilliant. But he was also jobless, dream chasing, and always broke. I remember there was a time I gave him my last 20 Ghana cedis that I had, hoping he would use it to attend a job interview. Instead, he used it to print flyers for his future clothing line. That was when I started to check out emotionally. We were living in hope and surviving on promises. And me, I was tired. I wanted more. I didn't want to be that woman who suffered for a man's potential only to end up with nothing. I didn't want to keep lying to my friends about what my man did. I didn't want to keep pretending that I was okay with trotro dates and power outages. I wanted more. I felt guilty for wanting more, but I wanted it anyway. So when I met this man, let's call him Nee, he came into the picture and I let go. Nee was everything K wasn't. He had a booming shipping company, a fleet of delivery vans, and he was the kind of man who walked into a room and made people adjust their seats. He didn't talk about dreams. He lived the dreams. The first time he picked me up, he was in a navy blue suit, sitting behind the wheel of a black Mercedes. And in that time, I told myself, this is the kind of man I deserve. We dated for less than a year before he proposed. I said yes, of course I did. My mother cried tears of joy. My friends screamed. What about K? He texted me once, just once. All he said was, you chose money over love. I hope money holds you at night. I blocked him without replying. For the first 2 years of my marriage with Nee, I was the definition of soft life. I went to Dubai for breakfast. Came back by Sunday for lunch in Laboni. I wore silk robe, ate lavishly, and took mirror selfies in 5-star hotel bathrooms. Life was sweet. I posted hashtag soft life and hashtag blessed. But deep down, I felt something hollow. A weird ache I couldn't explain. But I buried it. I buried it beneath the designer bags and room service. Then the pandemic came. Everything started crashing. Nee's shipping business collapsed overnight. Containers were stuck, partners pulled out, loans piled up, and within 6 months, we went from living in a 3-bedroom apartment to begging the landlord not to evict us. I tried to stay strong. I really did. But I was slowly becoming the woman I swore I had never been. I would never be again. Broke, frustrated, and tired. Nee changed too. He stopped touching me. He stopped laughing. He stopped being the man I married. Depression swallowed him whole. He stayed in bed all day, barely speaking. And I would cry in the bathroom at night because I couldn't recognize him anymore. One night, I was walking home from the junction after borrowing 50 Ghana cedis from a friend just to buy food. As I entered our compound, my phone buzzed. It was an unsaved number, and the message read, "Still enjoying your soft life?" I froze. It was K. I wanted to ignore it. I really did, but something in me, something desperate, responded, "K, please." He replied, "We can talk, but only in person." We met at a hotel lounge in East Legon. I dressed simply. My wig was old. My foundation was cheap. He came in like a man who owned the entire hotel. Black Range Rover, new Rolex, confident smile. I felt small, so small. He sat down and looked at me like I was invincible. Then he said, "Oh, so soft life ended, huh?" I couldn't speak. My throat tightened. My pride was gone. My dignity was hanging on a thread. I whispered, "We are not okay. Nee's business collapsed. I need help." Kay leaned forward slowly and said, "You want my help? Then you would have to earn it. The same way I earned your rejection." I didn't understand it at first. I thought he meant maybe he would help me with a job or a loan. But I was wrong. So wrong. The first time I told myself it would just be once. Just that once. He booked a hotel room. I sat on the bed trembling. He didn't kiss me. He didn't touch me gently. He undressed me like I was an object. Like he had been waiting for this moment, not to love me, but to punish me. Afterwards, he stood up and dropped 3,000 Ghana cedis on the bed and walked out. I sat there naked, broken, crying silently into the pillow. I told myself I would never do it again. But the next week, ECG disconnected our power. The rent was due. My mother needed medication. Hey! And Nee was in bed staring at the ceiling like a ghost. So I went back. This time, Kobe didn't even pretend. He pushed me harder, called me names, made me say things. Sometimes he brought other girls to watch. One time, he spat in my mouth and called it payment. Ew. I hated it. I hated him. I hated myself. But I kept going back because every time I left, I had cash in my bag. Cash that brought food, paid rent, saved us from eviction. I started drinking just to survive the night, and during the day, I smiled at my neighbors and lied that I was doing online business. One day, Neil looked at me and said, "Where is all this money coming from?" I smiled and lied. "I sell wigs and perfumes online." He nodded, too broken to ask more questions. But one night, Kay sent me a video, a recording of me on my knees, begging him to stop. In the video, I looked like a ghost, crying, shaking, naked, and ruined. He texted, "Next time you act proud, remember this." I didn't reply. Another time on my birthday, he gave me a gift box. Inside was a red lingerie and a card that said, "You lost a husband and gained a job." The shame was so loud. I wanted to die. I tried to stop. I blocked him. I even deleted WhatsApp. But anger is louder than shame, so I always crawled back. Eventually, my husband found out. He went through my old messages. He saw everything. He didn't shout. He didn't cry. He just packed a bag and left. And before he walked out of the door, he looked at me one last time and said, "You left love for money. And now you sell your soul for both." I broke down on the floor screaming. I tried calling him. I tried apologizing, but he never picked up. Today, I live in a single rented room in Ashaiman. I don't even see K anymore. He's moved on. He owns properties. He travels. He has a new woman. And me, I am a ghost of myself. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I don't recognize the woman staring back. She has lost her light. She's just surviving, but I couldn't blame anyone. Not Kay, not me, only me, because I thought money could replace love, and I thought pain could be bought and sold. I was wrong. So if you are listening to this and you are with a man who is broke but trying, please think twice before you throw him away, because sometimes the man you throw away for not having money will become the man who will make you beg for your soul. And not everyone survives the shame. Wow. But I'm wondering, when you had money with me, why didn't you do that online business that you are talking about? You could have opened shops for yourself and stuff like that. Or you thought because you had money, you were just living a soft life. You don't have to do anything hard as a soft girl. Anyway, I'm praying for you, sending you hugs. You will be fine. You just need to pick up and actually start something. You have a degree. try looking for jobs or something. Anyway, you watching this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about the story? Thank you for watching. And if you have a story to share, this vault is opened. You can send me your story via Instagram or TikTok at miss_ohi, or you can send it to me via email. All the necessary information you need is in my description. So till I see you in the next video, bye.